everybody, Iceman202 here. This video is going to be a wee bit different from what I usually upload. The last couple of weeks I've been talking to people who have been facing hardships. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say what hardships, that's all private. But I wanted to make this video for anyone who's feeling down or depressed or sad or anything along those lines. First off, if you've made it this far, if you've made it to this video, either by YouTube recommending it or by coming to or from the Discord servers I'm on. Sorry, my Discord pinged up. First off, I want you to know that I'm happy you're here. And I'm happy you've made it this far, you made it to the video, and you know, I'm just happy. Now, people seem to think that if they fail, they can't get good things. That is wrong. To get good things, you have to fail. Failure is a part of life. It always has been, it always will be. But failure doesn't mean the end of the line. See, failure is another stepping stone to get where you want to be. And I know that when you go into depression, it can be hard to get back out of it. Some people never get out of it. Some people take the one action you should never take. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But that end isn't the end. Because if you take that end, and you all know what end I'm talking about, if you take that end, then you're passing that sadness and that depression to the people who will miss you. And that's how it goes. Every person that takes that end, the depression, their depression might end, but someone else's will start. That's how it goes. And I want to tell you that no matter what you're facing, no matter what hardships you're going through, you're not in it alone. Either, you know, your parents are there for you. At least I would hope they would be. Your teachers are there if you're still in school. Your friends are there. I'm here. You know? And I know that, you know, I'm just talking to a camera. You know, me and you, we don't know each other. But that's not to say that we can't know each other. Because we can. And sure, I might not get to know everyone who clicks on the video. But I can get to know a majority of the people. And facing hardships can be tricky. Especially if the person feels isolated. If they feel like they've got no one they can turn to at all. And that isn't true. I've heard a lot of people saying they just want to give up. Don't. If you're thinking of giving up right now, don't. And I mean, you may not even be thinking of the serious giving up. And again, you know the serious giving up that I'm speaking of. You may think to yourself, you just want to give up at the thing that's causing you issues. Don't give up. It's okay to take a step back, think about it, then go back at it again. But never give up. Because the world's a hard place. The world, it doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care how much money you have, how famous you are. It will beat you down to your knees. And it will be, the world will basically say to itself, well, fuck you, you're not fighting back, you're staying down there. And it will keep you there, as long as it decides. But if you retaliate and you go, no, you're not keeping me here. I'm stronger than anybody thinks. And you say to yourself, I'm getting up. I started this, whatever it is. And whatever it is you started and you feel like you can't finish, you can. You just say to yourself, I started this. I'm ending it. I started this project, say. Started this project. I gave up part of the way through. I shouldn't have gave up. I'm going back to that project. I'm going to finish that project. I'm going to hit it with every bit of power I have. That's what you should do. Turn the can't into a can. That's what you should do. Turn the sentence, I can't do this, to I can do this. And sure, that's not easy to do. There have been times in my life where I've found that hard to do. But if you surround yourself with the right people, the people that will support you no matter what, then you will be able to do it. You may not think it right now. You may be sitting watching this video going, you're just some random guy on YouTube. You're just some random person from somewhere in the bloody world that has no clue what I'm facing. How would you know? And you're right. I don't have any clue what you're going through. But that doesn't mean you should give up. What you need to do, or what you should do, is take each day one step at a time. If you have 6 things to do in one day, break the 6 things down. Say you have to do laundry, then go out to the shops. Don't focus on going to the shops. Focus on the laundry. Focus on that one thing. Whatever it is. I just said laundry because that's the first thing that popped into my head. But focus on whatever it is you want to, or your first task is. Don't think about the others. They're freaking hours ahead. Or minutes ahead. So don't think about those. Just focus on that one thing. You say to yourself, okay, this is the first task. How do I complete it? And You're not on a time limit. Doesn't matter what anyone says, you're not on a time limit. You have 24 hours in a single day. 24 hours to do whatever you need to do. You have so much time. And even if, say you wake up at 6 a.m, you still get 18 hours to do whatever you need to do. That's 18 hours. The 18 hours, they're not just going to go by like that. Not if you sit in your arse doing absolutely nothing. Anyway, if you sit in your backside and you say to yourself, or not say to yourself, but you think all your depressing thoughts, that 18 hours is going to feel like hell. If you say to yourself, no, you know what, I'm going to be productive today. I've been meaning to clean out my closet, or my cupboard, or whatever it is you call it. So I'm going to go and clean out the cupboard. And you take your time. You do, if you've got boxes in there, you do one box at a time. You do one item at a time. You slowly but surely take your time and work through it. And you say to yourself, okay, that's that done. What else can I do? Don't do something, then immediately go straight back to lying in your bed or sitting on the couch thinking your bad thoughts. Now, I'm not saying this will work. I'm not trained in this kind of thing. But keeping your mind busy often works. If you can keep your mind distracted from the bad things that are happening, or the bad thoughts, then often when you get up, your brain will just instantly go, okay, bad thoughts, bugger off behind that bloody dungeon door, feck off, you're not wanted anymore. I've got good thoughts ahead of me, I've got stuff I need to do in the house, I want to go out and see my friends, I want to, I don't know, go to school if you still go to school. Holy, I don't think if you go to school, I don't think you'd be thinking, I want to go to school. At least your brain wouldn't be bloody hearing that first thing in the morning, but anyway. But yeah, you have so much time in a day, you don't have to sit wasting it. And I want you to know, from me to you, if you've gotten this far, if you've made it to this day, then I'm proud of you. And I'm sorry if you don't get that enough. Everyone should. At least once. At least once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever. But I'm proud of you. And maybe you're sitting thinking, why is he talking so quiet in the video? That's because it's 1 AM when I am. For those of you thinking, why is he still awake? I dislocated my knee. And sometimes that can make people depressed, having an injury. But what keeps me going is I take each day one step at a time. I don't think what I'm going to do next. I think about what I'm doing now. So like, right now, I'm talking to you. Yes, you, beautiful person outside the camera, I'm talking to you. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing next, I'm thinking about you. About what I'm doing right now. And that can help. Sometimes that can help because it shuts up the thoughts in your head of what's happening next. And it gives your brain time to think. Your brain just it's like your brain can step back and it can go, right, okay, they're not thinking about what they're doing 4 hours from now. They're thinking about what they're doing now. Okay. And your brain will basically say to itself, right, I can focus on this one thing. I can tunnel vision on it. I don't have to think about anything else. I don't have to think about what I'm doing in a few hours. I can focus on this. I can plan it out. I can work on it, whatever it is. And I can get this done. So try doing that. And like I said, if you fail at it, that's okay. It's okay to fail. That's what people need to get into their heads. And it's not okay to go around saying, I'm a failure. That's not okay. Because that is you letting the depression win. Or letting the sadness win. That's you letting your bad thoughts win. But if you counter those bad thoughts, say you want to do something, like record a video, and you go to start recording it, and then you get that wee thought in your head, oh, you can't do this. I can't do this. If you counter it with, no, I can do this. I can record this video. I can get it posted. I can get views on it. Then you're golden. You won't beat depression right away thinking like that, but you're taking that step. You're taking that step forward and you're telling the depression, no, this is it. I've had enough of you controlling me. Now I'm taking control. And eventually you'll find yourself feeling less depressed. And like I said, it's not easy. And nobody should face depression alone. So if you're hiding the fact you're depressed, if you're hiding the fact that even if you're just sad, you don't have to be depressed, even if you're only sad, find someone who you trust and tell them. Because you may be thinking to yourself, oh, but if I tell whoever I trust, they may walk away from me, they may tell me, oh, quit being such a big crybaby. They won't. If that person that you trust cares about you, then they will help you. They'll do everything they can to help. So, I know I may not have given much or good advice, but there's sometimes you can say this stuff to people that I'm saying in this video, and the person will go, thanks, I just needed to hear that. And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that someone out there watch the video and think to themselves, that's what I needed to hear. And I know this is different to the normal gaming videos that I post. And trust me when I say, I'm not doing this for views. When I started my channel, I started it to cheer people up, to maybe make a laugh at, or get a laugh out of people, you know? And I never thought about the views. And I'll be honest with you, when I started my channel, I looked at channels like, say Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and you know, all the big channels like them. I looked at all their numbers, you know, all their subscribers. And when I started this channel, before I started the channel, I said to myself, I'll never get to that number. Never in my lifetime will I hit that number. But you know what I done? I started the channel anyway. Because I realised something. It's not about how many views you have, or how many subscribers you have. I thought to myself, if I can make someone laugh, even if it's only a single person that I can make laugh by doing something stupid in a video game, I'm going to do it. And I mean, sure, I've got basic equipment, you know. I've got cheap stuff. I've got a cheap webcam. I've got a cheap mic, which is sitting right over there. Seeing as for some reason OBS thinks my webcam, which I'm looking at to see you in the other side of the screen. Hi. Thinks that's the fucking microphone. But anyway, I've got a cheap microphone. Quite literally, I've got this. This is the microphone I record gaming videos with. I paid £10. £10 for this thing. That's what I use to record videos. So my webcam, £10. But everybody has to start somewhere. And it's the same with depression. You have to start somewhere to start on the good path. So even if it's only getting out of your bed in the morning and making breakfast for yourself, if you don't do that, that's still a step. If it's conquering something that your thoughts tell you can't do, that's a step. And that means if you can take that step and you can do that action, you're on the right road. Doesn't matter what anybody says, what your parents say, friends say, aunts, uncles, fucking grannies. It does not matter. If you do an action that your depression tells you cannot do, then you are on the path you're meant to be on. You're on the path to telling that depression to get the hell out of your head, pick up his bloody baggage, bugger off out the front door, and don't bloody bother coming back. And when you get to that point, where you're able to tell your depression to F off, you can say to yourself, I did it. I did it. I suffered depression for X amount of years, but here I am, telling my depression to F off. I'm much happier, I'm much brighter, I have plenty of friends. What more could you want? But like I said, it's not that easy. It's not as easy as just saying, get out. You're going to have to work. You have to put in hard work to get there. But believe me, when you get there, you will be overjoyed. You spent all that time doing that hard work, and now you're better off. So, I'm not going to say the usual thing I do at the end of a video. I'm not going to say to you subscribe, like and all the rest of it. Because this isn't one of those types of videos. If you want to, that's optional. You're not being forced to. If you don't want to, fair enough. But I hope that whatever you're going through, whatever bad thing you're facing, I hope it goes away soon. And I hope that one day you'll be able to look at your depression or think in your head and tell your depression to bug off and leave you alone. And I'll pray for every view I get. Not say, like I said, this isn't for views. But for every person who watches this video, I'll pray for that person that they will get better. And that depression, the sadness will go away. But I want you to know, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you've gotten this far. I'm proud that you're still going. And I'll be even more proud of you if in maybe a year from now, even if you don't subscribe, that doesn't matter. I'll be proud that if in a year from now you're able to come back to this video and tell me I beat my depression. Or even a couple of years from now. I'm not saying you have to come back in a year and say it. But I'm hoping that whenever you do beat your depression, or your sadness, or whatever, I would love to be able to check the comments and see just how many people beat their depression or their sadness. But I want you guys to know I'm proud of you. Even though I don't know you, I'm proud of you. And I love every single one of you that watches this video. Videos are going to be a wee bit slow the next few days, video postings, because as I've said, I dislocated my leg and I've got strong painkillers. And I've been sleeping a lot, but my parents said when you've got an injury like I do, you do sleep a lot, but that's just the body's way of healing. So videos are going to be slow. But when I come back to the channel, I'm going to come back full force. I'm going to come back, videos are blazing. Or in the channel's case, videos uploading. So, if you want to stick around for those videos, I'd be more than pleased to have you. And another wee thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Discord down in the description. Now it's not a link to a Discord server. I don't have a server. What what I do have is I do have a Discord DM. Everyone does. So I'm going to put my Discord DM name thingy down in the description below. And if you feel like you ever need someone to speak to, you know how to reach me. But thank you guys if you sat through this 31-minute video. And just one last time, I'm really proud of you for making it this far. I'll be even prouder when you take the first step to overcoming your depression or your sadness or whatever it is you're facing. But thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, stay safe and much love.